Hello, welcome. Today we have a VOD review on Numbani. It looks like a Masters-ish level match. We got a Reinhardt player. I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting in real time. Let's get into it. So I'm not a big fan of Reinhardt on Numbani, but that's fine. You got a Tracer with you. You're going for a cheeky fire strike. I approve of that. That's fine. Oh, and you tag somebody. That's great. Looks like you got a Roadhog too. What else do you have? Mercy, McCree. Wow, this is an interesting comp for Numbani. And they're going Reinhardt. Okay, so because they're also going Reinhardt and they're gonna match you in this room, this Reinhardt pick is actually going to work out in your favor. I typically don't see stuff like this anymore, at least on the Chinese servers. So anyways, great. So this is good for you. Cool, so you're just going for a Reinhardt battle here. Oh, okay, I don't like that charge. It was unlikely he was going to keep pressing forward in that situation, so you just kind of put yourself in danger by going for this charge. I would have liked for you to just actually just wait and probably just throw a fire strike here. And actually you missed it. Oh, wow, okay. So that was actually a pretty bad charge on his part, with the exception that he actually got Mercy and he booped you off the ledge. So neither of those things should have happened. That was actually a really bad charge on his part. But it looks like what they were doing was they were coordinating an attack for Farah to attack at the same time as Reinhardt was going to charge. And so they got McCree and Mercy. So this is actually a really good play on their part. But because you had wasted your charge, that actually made it easier for him to charge, because if you had kept your charge and he charged, you could have actually countered his charge, for instance, or you could have just blocked out his team with your shield. Like there was actually a lot of things you could have done if you had held on to your charge. So you using your charge actually really screwed you over, and I will say that they kind of, I don't want to say they got lucky, but they actually had a really well coordinated play. So kudos to them. And this kind of goes back originally to what I was saying earlier about I don't really like Reinhardt on this map because it tends to clump people up on this ledge that you were just at, this ledge over here. And if your team doesn't want to clump up there, well then what's the point of the Reinhardt pick? So anyways, like the Reinhardt and Numbani isn't that great. But you know, you also just kind of played it wrong. If you had saved that charge, this probably wouldn't have been so bad. And I am gonna maybe scold your McCree player for dying so quickly to that Farah. So anyways, let's keep this going. A lot of things happened here. Yeah, you should have put the correct technique was to put your shield down and then move out of the charge booping range. Oh, and Tracer died. Okay. So I'm gonna so far your two big blunders right there were charging, and then second, not getting out of the boop range of Reinhardt's charge. Yeah, those are the two big mistakes you made here, and the not using your charge was probably, well, actually no, they were actually both pretty big mistakes. But also your team made some mistakes too, so it's not just your fault. Oh man, your team is just getting snowballed. So, I do like Reinhardt on Streets phase of Numbani. I think it's totally fine. Okay, so your Mercy just got a res. You need to get aggressive here. Yeah, and you have no shield. So right now, I would like... Oh, whoops, sorry about that. Right now, I would like you to be going forward. Don't charge, though. Don't charge. I just need you to push forward and create space for your team. Good. Fire strikes. Good. Alright, you get back in there. You gotta get back in there. Your shield has plenty of health. You gotta get back in there. Good. Cool. So it seems like maybe you're just a little bit too passive when you need to be aggressive at this point. I don't mind you collapsing here to help. Oh, I would have liked for you to go forward again. Oh man, but at this point, the enemy team just has so much momentum. I'm not a huge fan of that charge, but I think you're actually just trying to get away from the fight. So actually, that's fine. Yeah, you were just trying to get out of the fight. I do want to commend you on staying alive. You're doing a pretty good job of that. A little late on the shield there. Actually, oh, you know, I think you were still in Fire Strike animation, so never mind. Okay, so you have an Earth Shatter, and your opponent Reinhardt probably does too. Or did your opponent Reinhardt switch to Winston? No, he's still there. Okay. So, oh, okay, good. So you want to get, okay, there's actually a few things you can do here. One is you can get out of the way, turn around, and charge him. They don't have a Zarya, so that's probably a guaranteed kill. The second thing you can do is you could also Earth Shatter him, but actually no, that would be stupid. You'd be better off doing option 1. So option 2 is to try to look for an Earth Shatter on their team. So yeah, their Reinhardt is being pretty reckless here. Good, a little bit slow. Okay, so I think you were, yeah, you really messed up that. So you went with option 1, and unfortunately you botched it. I think you did it a little too late, and you just had the wrong angle. Okay, so now you go forward, look for a Fire Strike here, or sorry, an Earth Shatter. You might not need to, but you might. So you're giving this Winston way too much respect. You're letting him create way too much space. I need you to be going forward, even past him if you want. You could go past him and block, you know, any pesky Annas that would be healing him, and just again, like, trying to limit the space that he's creating. And I don't like that Fire Strike because your Anna needed a shield, and you just let her die. So right there, that's what I wanted you to be doing. I wanted you to be shielding, but I wanted you to be doing it way far forward, like a good 10-20 meters forward. Yeah, so right now your position is kind of screwing you over because you could be swinging at the Winston, but he's just not going to go down fast enough. He's going to kill your Mercy before you do enough damage to him. So yeah, you just need to be way far forward here, looking for pressuring with Earth Shatter and just creating space for your team with shield. So then she has to burn res there so she doesn't die. She's probably gonna die anyways. Don't be afraid to burn Earth Shatter here. Yeah, you missed Zenyatta. Oh no. No, that wasn't a good charge either. So that was a pretty low percentage charge here. He was a little bit, well, I wouldn't say it was a low percentage charge, just not like a super high percentage charge. But you were looking to make plays because, you know, the fight, you needed to like win here. So actually I don't blame you for this charge. And it looks like your team, yeah, it looks like they're going to clean up the fight. Good. Good, good, good. Good, that was a good fire shot. No, 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 no. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay. Giving me a heart attack here. Okay, so I don't want you to be giving up this much space. I want you to be forward more. Yeah, like, yeah, this general area. Maybe not quite there. So let's just kind of talk strategy. Overwatch, on this map, in this situation, you need to be contesting this area. You need someone, maybe 2 people up here, making sure that you don't give up that space for free. And then as Reinhardt, you need to be, you know, in this general area. And then basically you can kind of give this area up as like your weak side. This area to the left is going to be your strong side. So you're going to have a strong side and a weak side. And on this map, I much prefer having this high ground, this ledge area as your strong side, and giving up that other side as your weak side. For solo queue, at least for solo queue, that's what I recommend the most, is setting up in this format. There's other ways to do it, but for solo queue, again, I think this is the best way to do it. So you're positioned well. You just maybe need to be communicating with your team, asking them to cover that high ground, like for any soldiers, McCrees, Roadhogs, things like that. A diva even. Dodge that. You gotta dodge that. Gotta dodge that. Gotta dodge that. Good. Yeah, good. You tag somebody with that. Nice. Good. Throwing Fire Strike. So right now, again, I think you're giving up way too much space. I need you to be more aggressive, What I want you to be doing is trying to bait out their Reinhardt, Reinhardt's Earthshatter. So the way you do that is you get forward with your shield, you swing. Well, there's two ways to do it. You can just keep swinging, 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 swinging until he Earthshatters, and then the moment he Earthshatters, you put up your shield. Or you can like, you know, left click shield constantly. And there's like dances you can do in that way. You just need to make sure that you're at the max range where your hammer hits, so you're not too close to him, so that way he doesn't sneak a shatter past you. Oh, that Pharah is putting in work. Okay, so you did something that you were absolutely not supposed to do. Against Reinhardt's, when he has an Earthshatter, which you know he did because he hasn't used it, and so yeah, when the enemy opponent has an Earthshatter, you cannot throw Fire Strikes because when you Fire Strike, your animation locked, and he can easily Earthshatter you during that time. So so never well, I shouldn't say never, but you almost never Fire Strike an enemy Reinhardt when he has Earthshatter up, and you guys are in line of sight of each other. Like, you know, you can like do it around corners, and you know, and assuming you have no teammates that you're trying to protect. But in this situation, absolutely not. I'm assuming you guys lose the fight here. Yeah, right now there's basically nothing you can do. So, actually, yeah, you have a lot of things to clean up about your Reinhardt play. Need you to be more aggressive with your positioning, with your shield. Need you to... your fire striking has been okay, except at the end there. That was a really big mistake. And it kind of shows that maybe you don't have a good understanding of the Reinhardt versus Reinhardt matchup. Your charges actually have been quite bad. You need to... It seems like... Actually, you know what? Out of that entire match, I would say the only time you needed to charge was when... Well, actually, there was 2 times. Basically, I think it was the 2 times their enemy Reinhardt charged you. Those 2 times, you needed to turn around and charge him. The first time you got booped off the ledge, and that second time you just missed, and you did it a little bit too late. So I will commend you on the fact that you're not one of those reckless Reinhardts that just like charge in constantly. That's kind of what their enemy Reinhardt does, and at a higher level he would get punished for that severely. So I want to commend you on not doing that. What else? Your Earthshatter, you had one Earthshatter that was okay. I think you just hit the Mercy and you missed the Zenyatta. You actually, I think you had an angle to get both, so that was a pretty big mistake. You're pretty good about letting your shield regenerate. I want you to be, like I said earlier, if you're more aggressive with your positioning, you'll have opportunities to swing more with your hammer, and you can do this dance where you're swinging and shielding, swinging and shielding. So yeah, overall, your Reinhardt play was actually really bad, if I'm being honest. But your team also just seemed like their team was maybe stronger than your team overall in general. But you could have done way better. Like, what was their time? 3:59? Oh, that's your time. I can't tell what their time is, but yeah, their time would have been probably way worse if your gameplay was much better. So yeah, you have a ton of work to do on your Reinhardt. Maybe watch this video again. I don't have like high level stuff to tell you. I just, all those things I mentioned before, just work on all those things, and I think you'll improve. Okay. It's a pretty good bubble. You have high energy. That's great. Go. Nice. Get out of the bubble. You gotta get out of that bubble. And okay. So what's the feed at so far? You guys have lost. It's just, what is it? When you lost Diva. Okay, so you guys are losing this fight. But that's okay. You can keep poking. You got a ton of energy to work with. You got a bubble coming up. Eat that. Oh, you didn't eat that. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but that's okay. Okay, you got teammates coming back, but so do they. Yeah, you can work on. Give him the bubble. Give him the bubble. Oh, you had to give Lucio that bubble there. Wait, I just want to make sure that was Lucio that died there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh man, your team just has no synergy. What? No, what was that, Diva? Oh my goodness. That's a good bubble. No, that's not who you want to be on. That's not who you want to be on. So, similar to your Reinhardt play, I'm feeling you're being just a little bit too passive. I need you to be a little bit more aggressive. Not a ton more aggressive, just a little bit more aggressive. Like your teammates are going in, and I think they're expecting you to kind of be with them, and that's just not happening. Um, Again, I will say this: their team is just clearly better than yours. So like, I don't completely blame you for this loss, but there are a ton of things that you could be doing better. Um, yeah. So again, I need you to be closer on the point, like contesting the point, helping out that diva. Okay, so right now your team's dying, so I would just back off here. Oh, res. Oh, that wasn't a good res either. Okay, you got a minute 45. No, I would run back. I would run back. There's no point in staying here. Good. Good, you're waiting for your team. You can keep poking and charging up that bubble. Eat that fire strike. No, you should have wait, was that a fire strike? Yeah, you gotta eat that fire strike and eat some of that Winston electrocution. So I'm a little sad you didn't do that. You wanted to keep your energy a little bit higher. Now you're gonna go into this fight with no energy. Alright, well, we'll see. Okay, I'm guessing you guys lose here based on the time. And and you're the tank. Like, you don't want to necessarily let McCree go in first. I mean, you can with the bubble, but no, that was not a good ultimate. You have no energy. Okay, for this ultimate, you have no energy. Almost nobody's in position to follow up with you. They had, I think it was Winston and that was a good reaction. I like that. They had Winston and Reinhardt there, I think. So like. And I think that was it, actually. I don't think there was anybody else in that Graviton. There might have been one more person. Okay, so I think I've seen enough to wrap up my commentary. I'll just let this keep playing. So, overall, as a player, I feel like you're a little bit too passive. I need you to kick up the aggression. Not a whole lot, just a bit. Your Reinhardt play needs a ton of practice, I think. Again, watch this video again, I think, to go back and look at all the small things that I pointed out. On Zarya, it seems like you're a pretty good player and you have pretty good game sense about like when to back off, and that's a really important skill. But now I need you to kick up your game sense about when to get aggressive and when to create space for your team. As a tank, that is maybe one of your top 3 priorities, is to create space for your team, and you're not doing that like at all. But it seems like you're pretty good with your you're pretty decent, I should say, with your abilities, and like kind of your aim seems to be pretty decent with Zarya, and you had some fire strikes that went in at the right spot, so your aim's probably pretty decent. But yeah, so kick up your aggression, work on all these small things, and I think you can easily climb to GM. But I think you're gonna need it's gonna take some time to develop that game sense, and that's what you lack right now. So yeah. All right, cool. Good luck. I hope this video was helpful.